Well, hello YouTube and a warm welcome to the Essentially Crypto channel. My name is Ian and as always I'm your host, and today we're going to talk about veve NFTs and the fact that in a few years time they could be worth $3,000 according to a scam website, which we'll get into a little bit later. But before we do that, let's go over to the main screen so we can see what's going on in my little world. Now, I've got a few things to catch up on because it's been a long time since I did a video. So let's start off with this, and that is a house has been sold. The third largest NFT sale ever over the weekend. Third largest NFT sale over the week. Oh, that kind of pales in comparison now, doesn't it? But, well, whatever. 175 grand over the weekend. And it was an NFT house. But not only are you getting the NFT, obviously you're actually getting the house as well. Which basically is a way of selling the house, which is great. And 175 grand for a house, hey, that's not bad, is it really? But it is in, I think it's in Carolina, somewhere like that. So I don't know what the house prices are like there. Obviously completely different in California and UK and all that sort of thing. So, you know, depending on where you live. But the only thing I worry about this is that apparently this company who allows you to do this, they are actually already on the blockchain. There already is a company where you can list your house and all that, and you can view the houses on OpenSea. Now, to me, if you're selling an NFT house or you're selling your house, you don't want to be on OpenSea, and you don't want to be on the blockchain in that sense. You want to be in a place a bit like a veve, essentially, which is before was a walled garden on GoChain. And you're probably thinking, well, what's the point? It's not decentralized, blah, blah, blah. But there's a reason for this, and that is the security aspect of this. It's just ridiculous. First off, what happens if a hacker opens your wallet, gets in it, and then steals your house? Your house, that's it. It's no longer, oh, I've lost my, my Bored Ape Yacht Club, which obviously is worth more than a house anyway. But the point is that you've no longer lost just an NFT, you've lost your freaking house. What, they're going to turn up with a U-Haul and just be like, oh, right, we live here now? I don't know how that's going to work. That's going to be an interesting one. So there's that option. You can get your house stolen very, very easily, which obviously not many people will want to happen. And secondly, everybody knows your details. Everybody will know all about your house, where you live, and exactly that address, which is like absolutely crazy when you think about it. So all they've got to do is search for wallets with a lot of money in them, and then, or literally look on the housing market. Look on the house on OpenSea. Click on it. Look at what's in your wallet as well. If you've got a lot of money, you're going to get a knock on the door from some scammers. You're going to get a knock on the door from people who are trying to burgle you, all sorts of things. So the security aspect of this is absolutely crazy. And I don't know how they're going to come about that apart from doing it on like a walled garden type thing, maybe on a specific chain that people can't look into or something like that, or put some sort of privacy on it, because otherwise it's going to be absolutely crazy. But anyway, still, it's good for the space because of the fact that people are getting more into the whole NFT side of things. And if they do start selling houses with NFTs, it'll make selling a house a lot easier as well, from what I can gather. So therefore, because it's quite a process at the moment. Not that I've ever sold a house or bought a house, but I know people who have, and it's quite a process with solicitors and all that kind of thing. So maybe that will cut all that down. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think of it. Anyway, let's move on to the next thing, shall we? And that is this Original Stormtrooper PFP collection. I have to thank Original Stormtrooper. They are sponsoring this video, and these NFTs, I can't even say that with a straight face. No, they're not sponsoring the video. And these are terrible. Man, I don't know. I personally, they're not my thing. Maybe they're somebody else's thing. I don't know. But to me, putting bunny ears or weird horns or what the hell is that? An 8-ball in the eye of a storm? What is that? I don't know. Anyway, that's just my personal opinion on them. Not my thing at all. I'm not going to be buying one. But let's have a look at what they're saying. The reason they've jumped into the veve community so far is the Original Stormtrooper. They put out this post. Now, I don't know why they put out this post. I guess because what happened was they put out a post about being the Stormtroopers and being a Star Wars original on the blockchain. And I believe Hello K, he replied to this, and I believe he started it off, and he basically said to them, hey, look, you're not the first Star Wars is on veve. They're on the blockchain, so you're not the first. And then they've decided that everyone was getting at them, and which I kind of understand, I guess, because that's what our community does, just like they did with Quid and all that sort of thing. But one thing I have noticed is what tends to happen is that the community says something. Now, that doesn't reflect what veve thinks, or what veve, well, maybe it does, but not, they don't actually say it themselves. And then what happens is the actual company who is part of this thing then gets back at the community and starts getting annoyed at the community, and it's nothing to do with them. Like, I can understand if the original Stormtroopers had a community and then the veve had a community and then they were, spiting back and forth, it wouldn't matter. But it's the fact that the actual companies come back and start, sniping. That's what gets me a bit sort of thing about them. But there's been some confusion about what makes our NFT stand out. They say blah blah blah, and then they give like a list of what officially licensed, legally recognized owner of the IP is on veve, and apparently on their thing as well. Now, this is kind of true, but kind of not. For a start, they are geo-locked. They cannot use it in the USA because they were sued by George Lucas for the Star Wars brand, and they won, but they won because they were based in the UK and they used UK law against them, etc., etc. So it's not really, and also it's about the helmet. It's about the helmet design, from what I can gather. So I'm not really sure about all this other stuff that they've added onto it. The suit and the armor and all that. Does that count under it? Also, they can't use the name Star Wars, so which is kind of what the whole point of the Stormtroopers is anyway. So to me, it's a bit of it looks a bit like a cash grab to me. That's what it looks like, because like I said, they've already got all these weird bunny ears and stuff on them, which I think makes them look ridiculous anyway. And what was that gold chain with the Bitcoin? How silly. Anyway, the point is that it's basically, let's put out the Stormtroopers. We'll try and buy the rights from the company who has it in the UK or whatever. Maybe I think they designed the helmet or something like that, and then they want the right to be able to make replicas of it. Well, just because they've got the rights to make replicas of it, does that mean that they can make NFTs of the whole thing and call it that? I don't know. It's a bit of a fishy one, that. So, go and buy one of these if you want. I believe the price has been announced and it's like 0.1 ETH, which I think is ridiculous. But, again, this is just my personal opinion. I'm obviously a veve fan, but even if I wasn't a veve fan, I probably wouldn't go for this because of the fact that I just don't even like the look of it. So that's my personal opinion, but take it as you will, and let me know in the comments if you're going to go for one. Maybe you think it really will be the first ever Stormtrooper one on the blockchain, but I got a feeling there's going to be a lot of issues. And at the end of the day, if they can't sell it in America, that's like majority of the people that are going to buy it, to be fair. That's the majority of crypto people are in the USA. All right, you have some in Europe, you have some in the UK, you have some in other places, but wait, Europe is the UK, so therefore, but yeah, but the point is that, it's the majority of them, isn't it? And once that's gone, simple as that. But anyway, let's move on to the next thing. Actually, there is this, and that is this chap here, HighDropper WRD ETH. I believe he has something to do with Wax, which is why he said this. I think he's something to do with marketing or something like that. I couldn't quite remember which, but he basically says, regardless of which community threw the first punch, who thought this post was a good idea? So basically, he's getting at these people because what they're doing is they're minting on Ethereum and then they can transfer it to Wax as interoperability. And he's saying, yes, there's a lot of misinformation around, but this isn't how to combat it. Please do better for Wax's sake. So he's kind of annoyed by it as well. And, the thing is that when he say regardless of which community threw the first punch, like I said, the weird thing is it's a bit like Quid in that sense. It's the same thing, and Quid have been having this issue now because they sort of got a veve. Veve community members got them. I know that they made videos, that kind of thing. But then what happened was then Quid came back with their actual official Twitter and then started sniping at veve, and then the community got even more annoyed by it, and now Quid have realised that that's not really the way to go, and they're trying to wheedle their way back into veve by getting veve influencers to do videos about this stuff. And it seems that anyone would say, oh, any publicity is good publicity, but I think in this case maybe you could say it probably isn't. But it's up to you whether you want to buy one of those. Feel free to do that and let me know in the comments if you're going to. So next up, we've got this, yay, the veve airdrop, the Rewind Collective. The one is coming out on the 31st of October, I believe. We look forward to our Pride airdrop on veve Official at the end of this month. So 31st of October is what veve tweeted. So therefore, yes, there we go. We're going to be getting it, and very nice. That's it, really. Not much to say about that. Will it be as good as the other airdrops? I don't know, really, because, most of the airdrops, to be honest, when they come, what tends to happen is that people dump them straight away. So is this going to be one that massively goes up? I don't know, but who can really tell? There's been a few drops lately that I thought were going to go crazy and haven't even sold out. So it really is a swings and roundabouts in the bear market, and we don't really know what's going to happen, do we? So, but all I can say is when the bull market does come back in, I think that a lot of these NFTs that you're holding are going to be worth a lot more. Will they be worth $3,000? I wonder. Let's find out. So this is up next. Any chance we can get an Omi Utility update? Pretty pleased with a cherry on top. This is from Author Down Under. And Reese comes back with revision number 200 complete. Documentation done. Waiting on the last numbers to be confirmed and signed off. And it will be in your hands. Looking forward to collecting everyone's feedback and ideas. Now, this was just one day ago. Now, when I did my interview with Reese and also spoke with Superstar Money, I did a stream with them a little while ago. And they said that when they were speaking with Reese after, he did say it was all done and it was waiting to be signed off. So it's been waiting to be signed off for quite a while. So don't take this as a yay, woohoo, but, you never know. Oh, by the way, this one here, Yes It Flies, that is all about the video that Metaverse Life did for veve for the DeLorean, the flying DeLorean. Absolutely brilliant. I didn't get one myself. I don't know if you did. Let me know in the comments if you did. I believe they're still available in the store, or they were when I looked the other day, like literally a couple of hours after the drop. But they may well have been sold out now, so don't quote me on that one because I haven't actually looked at my app. So I should do that, really, shouldn't I, before I say anything? Anyway, let's move on. Okay, this is the main thing. The ZTP NFT platform to obtain income. Blah, 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 I forget all that. ZTP. This is a BSC network, and the issue is ZTP. So it's Zootopia tokens. Zootopia is the name of the company or whatever. And Zootopia is basically a Disney film, from what I can gather. And they've basically taken the characters from Zootopia and they've decided that they are allowed to make Zootopia NFTs. I don't know why they've decided that. Surely they need the IP rights to do that. But, there may be a little loophole, or maybe they're just a complete and utter scam website. We do not know for sure. However, this kind of makes it sound very scammy. The developers expect by the end of February 2023, all ZTP platform players who hold exclusive IP NFTs will be applied to Web3. ZPP tokens will be traded on Coinbase, apparently, as well, the world's largest digital exchange, and the price of the ZP token is expected to remain above $50. I have no idea how they can guarantee that it's going to be above $50, but hey, if I can buy it for $1 and I can guarantee it's going to 50, I'm going to buy it. All NFTs will be launched on veve platform, apparently, every single one of them, and the price of a single NFT is going to go over $3,000. How are they guaranteeing this? I don't know how they can guarantee this, because in the end of the day, the secondary market decides on what price things are. Nobody can guarantee that their price is going to be that. So that to me sounds a bit scammy straight away. But, not only that, as I said, the IP issue, all of that sort of stuff. And some people in the community have come back and said this. So, if you don't think that what I'm saying is true, then feel free to have a look at Reese's thing here. Looks like a big old scam to me, friends. The red flags are legit projects don't claim to be listed on Coinbase. Well, that's true. A lot of the projects just look a safe moon. Oh, we're going to be on Binance soon. We're going to be on Coinbase soon. And then look what's happened now. Stay away anytime you see an expected price of their made-up token. Yep, that's very true. veve don't mess with rubbish. There's the main one, isn't it, really, there. They're claiming that they're going to be on the veve platform. Hopefully, a lot of people don't get sucked in by this. But, funnily enough, a lot of people don't actually know about veve. So why they're using the veve name, I don't know. Because there's still so many people out there that don't know about veve. Hence why these other projects like the Stormtroopers and like these can actually get any traction, because people don't know that these things are on veve already and already on the blockchain. So it's on BSC. Binance. it's one of those, it's a great place because of the fact that it's so cheap to move things about and stuff like that, but there's a lot of scams on there because it's so easy to create tokens. You can literally create one in 5 minutes and do, you know, whatever you want with it. Digital Journal, I've not heard of them either, so there you go. He says he's not heard of those. And Brock puts it the most bluntly, and I think you can pretty much gather from what he says he's not happy about it. And he says, PSA, public service announcement, stay away from the ZTP crap. Their website is how to get rugged or worse 101. It's gibberish hype words, likely an app that will get you hacked. So that's probably true. So therefore, thank you very much to both Brock and Reese for letting us know about it, and all the community members for picking up on it, because you guys are the ones out there who go on these things. I find them. All I do is I have a look on Twitter and I have a look who's putting about stuff, and see what I can let other people know so we get the word out there. But anyway, thank you very much for joining me on this episode. As always, don't forget to give a like and a subscribe if you like the content. If you don't, then don't worry about it. Find another veve YouTuber and you can go and have a look at their stuff, because we all talk about the same sort of stuff because there's lots going on in veve. Everyone's got their own different point of view and everyone has got their own different reasons for doing a video. So feel free to go and watch some of the others. Also, if you like this video, then it means that your algorithm lets them know that you like that kind of content. So therefore, it will push more veve users your way as well, more veve YouTubers. So you get to see more content that you enjoy if you do enjoy it. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. As always, don't take this as financial advice or investment in any way, shape or form. Crypto goes up, it goes down. But that is essentially crypto. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye for now.